Food shortage updates for February of 2024. Some more price increases at the grocery stores. Guys, I'll tell you what, it's ongoing. It is ongoing. We have some reports to discuss tonight from you guys. A lot of this stuff that we are going to be talking about is what we have been getting information from all of our viewers around the country and around the world. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight for another coffee rant with Dano and Frank, the Patriot Bald Eagle here. Tonight we are drinking Joffrey's coffee, one of my favorites. Had to take a little bit of a break from it, but it is good coffee. If you have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee together or whatever beverage you deem necessary, go ahead and do this now, as this will be a lengthy discussion. Guys, so we have top of the things that we are seeing shortages of. Not saying that they're gone, but there are some issues going on. Maybe not as much around here in Cincinnati, Ohio, but we have gotten tons and tons of comments on these products. And number one on this list has to be eggs. We keep getting comments that eggs are disappearing. Someone went into, one of our longtime viewers went into one of their stores, a couple different stores, and couldn't find eggs anywhere. Now, as we all know, egg prices are going up at a ridiculous rate. We saw where they went from $1.90 for a 12 count at Walmart last week. Now they are up to $3.12 this week. And we've gotten probably 40 to 50 comments on how the same thing has happened to different Walmarts across the country. A lot of our viewers were at Walmart a couple days, and they actually went back to check the prices after watching our video that we did a few days ago, and sure enough, their eggs have gone up too. Thank you to our viewers that actually went out and did that to check the prices, to let everybody know here on the channel. You guys are awesome. So anyway, eggs is an issue, but that could be the issue, is that people are racing to the stores to get eggs before the prices were going up. People like us who are getting these reports out here as fast as possible, people are taking notice to that. And when they're able to find a cheaper price on something, hopefully able to get to the store quickly so that you're not paying these hefty prices. Okay, and as we saw at Kroger the other day, when I went to Kroger, there were plenty of eggs, and they were still at $1.79 for a 12 count and $2.49 for an 18 count. So if you have a Kroger, you may want to check Kroger. I feel like that could change at any time, though. I feel like if they got hit with the prices right away, that may not last throughout their sales week. It might change. So take that for what you will. We've seen that happen at Kroger and many other stores before. Now, here's an interesting one, because I've been seeing less and less of this, but we never really get comments on this anymore. A lot of Tyson frozen products are always in short supply around here. Now, it's been a while since we've gotten any comments on like the frozen chicken nuggets or frozen Tyson products, but we are seeing less in the stores. And because we got a few comments on this over the last couple weeks, I wanted to talk about this for just a second. Yes, we are seeing less and less frozen Tyson products. There's been a lot of issues with Tyson lately, but between them closing plants and different like hog farmers and stuff like that. And where this may not have to do with some of their frozen chicken products, I know that there's been issues with Tyson with them, with layoffs and stuff like that. I mean, it was in the news for the longest time. It seemed like every week there for a while, Tyson was laying off or cutting ties, and I think that could have something to do with this. Plus, another reason why I believe that that's what it is because we haven't seen price increases on Tyson yet. I mean, we have, just not in the last few months. With the hyper food inflation, as I call it sometimes, because, inflation numbers don't affect food, but really they do. People say it doesn't, but it does, because inflation affects everything else but energy and food, at least for the numbers anyway. So anything that goes up in price outside of the grocery stores, I don't know what your guys' health insurance bills have looked like over the last month or so since the beginning of 2024, but our health insurance has jumped up dramatically. My car insurance jumped up $50 a month. I mean, everything is going up, and all these things that are going up on the outside of the grocery stores will ultimately raise prices in the grocery stores. So you can blame it on whatever you want, but that is it is what it is, and we're just going to have to get through it for now. I know some people have said, seek out different insurance companies and stuff. You know what? I have, at least with my car insurance, and it's all the same price. It's like all the different insurance companies got together and said, look, we're going to all need to do this, and then we'll all make more money. And people won't care because they'll just think it's because, well, grocery prices are high, right? It's amazing. And this is why we always talk about different food prices and grocery prices, because the more and more people pay for these things, well, the more and more it costs money, the more and more out of other people's pockets is going to want them to replenish that money. They're not taking a hit. We are. The consumers are the ones taking the hit all the time. So here's one we've been getting more and more comments on: canned goods. Okay. Now, as to where this, this is a tough one, okay? Because I know that in certain parts of the country, canned goods have been a lot lower in some stores. Like, we've gotten a lot of comments from Walmart, right? Great Value, as to where we see where it's lower than it's ever been here at our Walmarts. There always seems to be plenty, okay? But we're getting comments from all around the country. One of our regular viewers in Arizona, and it does seem kind of out west. Another one of our regular viewers in Nevada, both which were mentioning the Walmart Great Value canned goods being in very low supply. So we need to pay attention to that as we go along. It does seem like it's less. I knock on wood, but I kind of feel like those prices are going to be going up again. All over the country, Great Value canned goods are 64 cents a can. Unless maybe you live on the east or west coast, that's a roundabout of what the canned vegetables are anyway. And the canned fruits are $1.48 pretty much everywhere now. We have seen some serious price increases at Walmart over the last few months, right? And we expect it to get even more. It'll be mostly, we'll start seeing this on products that haven't gone up already. But we're going to be checking and making sure we keep tabs on. And if you notice anything in any of your grocery stores, make sure you let us know down in the comments of things that are getting out of control, some crazy price increases that you need to mention. Usually you will notice, especially after watching a video like this, your eyes will start to see what's going on. We get a lot of comments on that, how a lot of our viewers are opening up people's eyes in the grocery stores. And another thing too, avoiding the trickery. I always try to point out subtly when we go to a store what kind of trickery I'm seeing, right? If we see low price and really it's a sale price, or if we see sale price and it's not a sale at all. I try to kind of explain what they're trying to do, what a grocery store is trying to trick us into seeing in the future. Like, for instance, and I hate to always talk about Kroger, and it's sales tactics. This is their kind of way of I don't really know. I don't know the whole theory behind it, but they've been doing this more and more, where they put low prices on things and then they'll have a sale price. That's not how it used to be. It used to be low price was them keeping it at that low price, but it was the regular price. Now they're throwing signs up there that are the same as that, but they're also throwing low price signs out that have the sales on them, tricking you in the future of instantly seeing these things and just pulling them off the shelves without even paying attention to the price. I think in a way everybody's hurting a little bit. I don't see where grocery stores are, but if we're resorting to things like that, there must be something going on. Either a lot of these places aren't making as much money as they used to, and they're trying to prepare the future, I guess, prepare for the future. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like dishonesty. And I kind of feel like that's what it is. We're even starting to see places like Meijer that have always been upfront and honest about everything. It might be a little higher priced, but there's no trickery, or at least there wasn't. And now we're starting to see those low price stickers at Meijer too, which I don't like. I don't like that Meijer feels like they have to follow in Kroger's footsteps for these kind of things. Right? But maybe they have to. Maybe now, if anybody was hurting between both stores, I would imagine it would be Meijer more than Kroger. Because Kroger, I mean, they have business all over the country. So, anyway, the next one that some people have mentioned shortages of, and I do believe this may be something that's just coming back at a higher price, is coffee. I haven't seen any shortages of coffee around here. Maybe here and there. Okay, but nothing really out of the ordinary that I've noticed, at least here in Cincinnati, Ohio. But because we got a couple comments on it, I just wanted to throw this out here that we've been seeing a lot of coffee go up in price lately, and one that someone mentioned was Cafe Bustelo. Cafe Bustelo has been skyrocketing in price lately. Okay, now we see it's still, at least for what I know, it's been a couple weeks since I've been to Aldi, but Aldi had it down to $3.75. Okay, for the brick of coffee. But yes, we've noticed where it's gone up everywhere. Regular price at Kroger is $5.49, still $4.29 at Meijer, but I assume that's going to be going up as well. And we've seen coffee where it's gone up at Walmart as well. Now, Walmart is still a little cheaper than most places when it comes to regular price, but when you find a sale, you're usually going to find the best sales at places like Kroger. That's why we always say, I say this in like every coffee rant that we have, Kroger is the most expensive store to shop at where you can save the most money. For instance, this week, digital coupon, Folgers coffee. Get to Kroger and get this, buy all 5. It's a limit of 5, but it's a digital coupon. I know we have thousands of people that love Folgers coffee on our channel, and this may be with a lot of Kroger-owned businesses as well, like Mariano's, Food for Less, Harris Teeter, Fred Meyer, not to be confused with the Meyer I visit. It's a completely different store. But all these different Kroger-owned businesses may have this digital coupon with Folgers. So I would check, even if you don't have a named Kroger store, if it's Kroger owned, check to see if they have that, because that's a good deal. Was it? No, it's $6.99. $6.99. I was saying that was the last sale. The last sale we saw. That's another thing that we should talk about here for just a second. Sale prices are going up, right? We see regular prices that are staying the same right now. Not saying that that's trickery or anything, but in a way it is, because I would almost rather see, I mean, I don't want to see the regular prices go up at all, but I feel like if the regular price went up and then you had it for $6.99, then that would make more sense. To me, someone who looks at everything, I see that, oh, well, you're just not giving as good of a deal. And then you could fall down the rabbit hole of trying to find all the different reasons, and you're just going to find, well, everything's going up in life, we just need to pay a little more. Well, that's why we do what we do, so that you don't pay a little more, and we go around, we go over different prices. We have thousands of viewers on the channel that are always giving different deals that we talk about in the video with some of your stores. We have a couple viewers that frequently shop at Piggly Wiggly that have been leaving comments all the time, and that's actually drawn in more viewers to the channel of people who shop at Piggly Wiggly. We don't have Piggly Wiggly, we don't have Giant Eagle, we don't have a lot of these stores that a lot of our viewers mention, like H-E-B in Texas. I promise, if ever I make it to Texas, I do want to visit an H-E-B store. It sounds really awesome. We have a lot of awesome viewers in Texas that are always praising H-E-B. Also out west in California, what is that one? Winco? Oh, wow. Of course I can't. I think it is Winco. Is that the one? Let me know down in the comments. I'm kind of drawing a blank here. I know there's one that is a major grocery store in California that a lot of our viewers talk about. I think it is Winco, with some great deals. And down south, in like Tennessee, and even further south, we have Publix, and people, a lot of our viewers who are more in the south always talk about Publix, good quality, high prices. But a lot of people only buy the buy one, get one free deal. And there are usually a lot of those every week at Publix. So you have to look for those. And then what I was going to say before is Tennessee, we got like Food Lion, Food City, some of these other outlets that a lot of our viewers are leaving their comments of things we discuss on the video here down in the comments. So make sure you check with a lot of our long time YouTube family on here. We do appreciate everything everybody does on the channel. Okay, so some shortages of milk. Okay, now as to where it's not here. It's not in sense, at least for the stores I've been to. I know one of you said Walmart. You went into Walmart, you didn't see any milk. Now, there could be one of a bunch of different factors for that. Maybe the prices are going up. Maybe there's issues with the dairy farms, maybe in your location. If you remember, if you've been on the channel for a long time, over a year ago, it's been well over a year, but I remember, I I think it was like October of like 2022, I want to say. We had issues with milk, and we have dairy farmers everywhere. And if you remember, I had gone into Kroger, I'd gone into Walmart, it was like there was no milk, none. And it was like, yeah, it's crazy how that, and I don't know what the deal with that was. Never really did find out. It had to, probably had something to do with transportation. So maybe, and we've gotten a couple comments on this, why I'm bringing it up. Usually, if you give it that second week, because that's usually what I do. If I see something that's really missing, and sometimes I like to bring it up right away because we do have all these different recalls going on too, right? Maybe not right this second. And I do have a recall that I'm going to get to later that one of our longtime viewers had mentioned. But milk, I believe, is an issue maybe with transportation or maybe dairy farmers that are local, because not seeing an issue here. We've had a couple comments on it, but I don't think it's anything to be too concerned about yet. Okay. But I don't know though. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Make sure you comment again. Let us know if you've been back to the store and if it's been replenished or some of that. Okay, so next on the list. Now, I know I went over this the other day. We do have an issue with spices. Spices, for whatever reason, whether we're not getting the different ingredients for some of these spices in, we are getting more comments. I mentioned this the other day, and we got a ton of comments where a lot of people are going into the store, finding some of the spices you're looking for gone. Now, we saw at Dollar Tree, it's been a lot less. A couple of the ones I was looking for, they didn't have. They didn't have garlic salt. And some of these, I know we can find at other stores. Telling you what I have seen. And we've noticed at Walmart, the spices are very, very minimal. Very minimal. And that's been, a lot of this stuff is coming from comments that you guys have given us from Walmart, which is surprising. It really is, because Walmart's usually, even though ours is low, I know that over the last few years we've been doing this, there were people saying that their Walmart spices were completely stacked. We could have just got hit with maybe transportation issues or ingredients. Who knows these days? The world is, I don't know. It's crazy these days, guys. So, getting more comments on fresh chicken as well. Now, we've seen at stores, right, where it always seems like they have it, but it does look very low. We've seen where Heritage Farm is not as big as it used to be. Now, I will say at Kroger Marketplace, they seem to have a lot more. They're dumping a lot more into the bigger Kroger than they are the smaller Kroger, but still have cut the refrigerated area that it's in is a lot lower than it's ever been. And then we see where Tyson, like they even had that Tyson buy one, get one free. You pay full price, but it was buy one, get one of equal or lesser value free. That was a very small section. And we've been getting a lot of comments on smaller sections of Tyson fresh chicken, not the frozen stuff we were talking about before. But if you look in the frozen aisles, I'm willing to bet that it's all over the country. Because it seems like every store I go to anymore. I don't really talk about it much because we don't get a lot of comments, but again, we have over the last couple weeks. So, but yeah, it's always low. If you remember, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, Tyson wasn't getting anything in. No frozen. It was empty. So I don't know. I don't know if it's ever really returned to it being full in the freezer aisles. Like, go to the store, and when you're in the freezer aisle, even if you don't buy Tyson products, look over and just see how many empty bins you see, because I'm seeing it at Meijer, definitely saw it at Walmart, and Kroger, big time. So definitely always low, if any, at some of these stores. So make sure you let us know. Okay, so I put down here, now all of these kind of filter into price increases because a lot of these things we see go away, come back at a higher price, what we always talk about. And one more on shortages, distilled water. If you notice, I've been checking for distilled water every time I go to the store to check on some different things. And we have plenty. However, it has gone up in price over the last couple months. I don't know if that's the issue, though. I really don't. It's hard to really pin that one. I know someone had said they went to Sam's the other day. We always talk about Ice Mountain water on the channel. It's just one a lot of people drink. And that they were completely out of Ice Mountain. Now, I will say the last couple times I've been to Sam's Club, it's been pretty well packed. But if you remember a couple of the videos that we did a few months ago, there were a couple different times where it was completely wiped out, barely had any of their own water as well. So that can happen. And again, I sort of feel like that's a transportation issue because we're not seeing that come back in and come back at a higher price. We did a while back, but it went down again. But I'm curious the next time I go to Sam's Club to see if their Ice Mountain went up too, because we saw where 24 packs went up 30 cents at Kroger, and they went up 70 cents at Walmart. Now, Walmart that's a 35 pack that was $6.28 forever, and now it's $6.98. So I'm curious to see if Sam's Club 40 pack went up. We'll be checking next time we go to Sam's Club. So some of the price increases that I wanted to talk about that's a lot of people have been commenting on. As most of you know, I've been pointing out mangoes. Okay, mangoes, you never really realize how many people use mangoes until you start seeing a heavy price increase for something that used to be on sale for like 70 or 80 cents a piece. And you could say they're out of season, but we've never seen prices this high. I mean, it would be like regular price, maybe $1.28 a piece for a big mango. Not anymore. $2.19 for one mango at Kroger. It's on sale for $2. Okay, but the regular price went up. They were $2, and now the regular price is $2.19. You got to use the magnifying glass to look at what the regular price is in the bottom right-hand corner. Don't be fooled by the trickery. And it's not really trickery, I guess. You just have to pay attention. Berries, I know everybody's been talking about berries, strawberries, blueberries. That's why we talk about buying up the sales as you see them, because this stuff's getting really expensive. My regular price says they dropped down to $4.99, but somebody left a comment saying theirs was still $5.49, so I don't know, it could be regional, could be store specific. I don't really know these days, but I'll tell you what, strawberries, now $4.49, that's what the regular price was in December last year. Okay, and then we started seeing them come down. So we are seeing some sales on strawberries. Florida's, their strawberries should be coming in. I mean, it should be the season, right? I mean, isn't February the strawberry release in Florida? I mean, I don't know if weather has had something to do with that or whatever reasons. I know it's time to pick the strawberries in Florida. So we should be seeing some discounts, I would assume. And some of those prices on strawberries at Walmart, ridiculous. Like if you saw when we went to Walmart the other day, what was that? They're the long stem strawberries. I don't really care. I'm never going to pay $8.36 for 1 pound of strawberries. You just let them sit there. So if it don't have chocolate on them and Happy Valentine's Day and a card and all that stuff, I ain't paying that price for strawberries. I don't know. Okay. Big one here that we've gotten a lot of comments on. Some people were sending me emails of this and everything, and I will finish the price increases with this pop soda. Yeah, we're continuing to see soda go up. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe right after Pepsi had gone up to $8.99 a 12-pack. Like 2-3 weeks later, it just went up to $9.99. Now, Coca-Cola, which is funny because Coca-Cola was always a little bit more expensive than Pepsi. Pepsi's beat them out, right? Maybe more people are drinking Coca-Cola. I don't know. Now, Kroger has a deal going on this week. We're a couple days away from the big game, and they have some sales. Kroger has some good sales this week. So, if you're looking for some of those game day snacks, our last video at Kroger was just a couple videos back. If you want to check it out, excuse me. Lots of different snacky type deals and stuff like that for the big game. But soda pop, like I say, we say pop here. So I do. It is buy 2, get 3 free. I said that correctly. Buy 2 12-packs, get 3 free. That is Coca-Cola, 7-Up, or Pepsi products. That is a good deal. That brings it down to about $4 a 12-pack, which is funny because last week they had kind of the same thing. There was a digital coupon on all the 12 packs for $3.99, so you could have got 5 12 packs last week for the same price, right? But this one is not on a digital coupon. So if you're one of a handful of our viewers that don't like to use digital coupons, now is your time. Buy 2, get 3 free. Not sure if there's limits. It didn't say. There is limits on some of the chips deals, some of the different chips and salsa and stuff like that. I think that deal you can use up to 2 times. but some good deals out there. Make sure you're taking advantage of this, even if you don't care about the Super Bowl and just want to save some money. So, last on the list here, and thank you again to one of our longtime viewers who brought this to my attention. I had seen it this morning, and I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about it. I already was going to talk about some of the food shortages and price increases, but we need to talk about this too. So, the Frigidaire refrigerators, the side-by-side, the one that has like the ice maker, the slim ice maker, is on a huge recall. Huge. 380,000 refrigerators recalled by Frigidaire. Okay, now I'm not going to go over all the different item numbers or product numbers and all that. I will say that it was between 2015 and 2019 models. Now that could grow because we see recalls grow. This just came out this morning. Between 2015 and 2019, Frigidaire refrigerators, the side-by-side models with the slim ice buckets, that there could be a potential of a choking hazard because of plastic that may break off into the ice bucket. Also, okay, so I read about this on Consumer Reports. There's a lot of news stations and stuff covering this and everything, but if you want to look up the different item numbers, the one I was looking at was Consumer Reports. So you could literally Google refrigerator recall 2024, and you just have a whole list of different articles. So if you want to, I highly encourage, if you have a Frigidaire refrigerator, and even if it's not within those dates, I would check because they could be updating this as we go along. So you want to make sure that if you have a Frigidaire refrigerator, the side-by-side with the slim ice bucket, I would definitely check. Consumer Reports is the one I looked for. They had all the different item numbers, all the different lot numbers, and all of that stuff. And Consumer Reports, it really breaks it down good, easy to read, and stuff like that. But guys, that is it for the Dano rant of the day. Just stay preparing, guys. Make sure you're paying attention to all the little things, right? There's so many big things going on that it's very easy for little things to kind of slip by, right? Some of the trickery, different things, that we fall for. I mean, it's very easy to. It's very easy to fall for a lot of these things if you're not paying attention to some of the numbers. I've had a couple comments over the last week or so. Some people have been having issues with with Meijer. Now, Meijer is one that, I've had it happen to me. You want to make sure that when you're checking out at Meijer, M-E-I-J-E-R, okay? Not Fred Meyer, M-E-I-J-E-R. It's Meijer. It's kind of like Walmart. It's like a more expensive Walmart with better quality food. Better quality produce and meats. Let's say that. But you do have to watch some of these things at Meijer sometimes, and you got to watch everywhere. You got to watch Kroger too. If you're doing like the buy 5 or more deal, make sure that you are paying attention to make sure that whatever items are on there, if something doesn't check out. I've had issues with digital coupons before, where, if you're in the store, something I haven't mentioned for a long time on the channel here. Oh boy, this video is getting long. I apologize for that. But we're chatting here. This is important. If you try to do it in the store, sometimes things don't work out. I have in the past talked about doing this at home. Get your coffee together. Get your coffee. Open up your laptop or your phone. Go to all digital coupons at Kroger for the week. Some me and Jessica do, right? Go through the list. Everything you want, even some things you're not sure of. There is a limit of ones that you can do, I think, per transaction. I think it's like 75. But if you're buying 75 items on digital coupons, then bravo, because you're saving a lot of money. But I've had digital coupons where I've been in the store, and so I say you don't really want to do this unless you're an adventurer. And try to scan the coupons with that QR code. Sometimes it doesn't work. One happened to me the other day. They ended up giving it to me for the price, and they will, right? Because it'll say on there. Sometimes, this one wasn't expired either, because I thought that it might be expired and they just forgot to take the sticker down. It wasn't expired. They did fix it for me. And the funny thing is, when they said they'd fix the price, I went back and got 3 more. Right, because all the digital coupons, you have a limit of 5. So you can buy up to 5, and some things are really worth it, like that Folgers deal. Even at $6.99, we may never see it for $5.99 again. So I don't know. It's still better than $10.99 of what it is now. And I know we have a lot of decaf drinkers on the channel here with Folgers. Even though it's not as good of a deal as what you're going to get at Walmart. Okay, so Kroger doesn't have the decaf on sale, but it's 19.2 ounces. Okay, which isn't very much. They dropped the price. The regular price is now $11.49. It was $12.49 for years. It used to be 25.9 ounces, though. That's something that shrunk. Okay, Walmart still has the 25.9 ounces, and it's $13.48. Okay, so you're spending $2 and you're getting almost, well, not double, but, you know, you're getting, it's definitely worth $2 more. You're getting an extra, what, 10 ounces? No. 6 ounces, 7 ounces, still it's a better deal. But just want to throw that out there. I know we have a lot of Folgers decaf drinkers on the channel that are always upset because it's never on sale. They'll have all the other ones on sale, and then the decaf is never on sale. With Kroger, it's kind of funny how that works. Kroger's the only one I know that when there's a sale on Folgers coffee, decaf is the only one they don't have on sale. So I don't know. But anyway, guys, make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you are stocking up on things. Make sure that you are buying up the sales as you see them. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.